So this next judge is a good one. This is what really tipped me off that I needed to do a deep dive, that there was way more to these stories than on face value. Gideon. So who was Gideon? Now, first and foremost, set the stage. Israel is back under a heavy oppression. It's the Midianites and the Amalekites, to the effect that they came as grasshoppers for a multitude, and there was no substance left for Israel. So they were just thousands and thousands of these nomads just coming and taking and killing, drying up the land. It was bad stuff. If you look at it as a story, they're really painting a picture here that they need some good backing. So Gideon is the son of Joash, an Abiezerite. In Joshua 17, we learn who Abiezer is and get some more information on him. There was also a lot for the tribe of Manasseh, for he was the firstborn of Joseph. To wit, from Machir, the firstborn of Manasseh, the father of Gilead, because he was a man of war. Therefore he had Gilead and Bashan. Gilead and Bashan are Amorite lands. King Og, King Sihon, really, really bad giants. There was also a lot for the rest of the children of Manasseh by their families, for the children of Abiezer and then the rest of his children. And they were given Ophrah. Ophrah is a promised land conquest area. So giant land, plain and simple. And that's when we start seeing men of war again start popping up. Now, here's the major detail that tells us who Gideon is, where he comes from, really. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him and said unto him, The Lord is with thee, thou mighty man of valor. In Hebrew, that is Gibor HaShavel. Genesis 6 gives us Gibborim. That's the Nephilim bloodline, and that's where the giants and hybrids came from. Now, Gibor HaShavel is a very specific distinction between good giants and bad giants. Gideon happens to be a good giant. Now, when he's called, he doubts and he asks for two specific tests that you don't do, and God showed him. But then God said, "Hey, well, now I'm gonna test you." So they had an army of 32,000 at their hand, at their disposal. God says, "Take them to the water, separate them between the ones that lap water like a dog, and those that use their hand to drink." All right. So then from that 32,000, 300 men that lappeth water like a dog were chosen for this army for Gideon, the Gibor HaShavel. All right. Now, the story of that is fairly known. They go and they encompass the town, the tent village of the bad guys. Trumpets, they blow the trumpets and scare them. And what ultimately happens is the opposing force end up killing themselves. So think about it. The Gibor HaShavel, with 300 men that lappeth water like a dog, encompassed this tent village area, blew trumpets, vibration, right? Scared them so bad into killing themselves. All right. Now, get some more information on Gideon. Now, after that little battle, that they're going, the Midianites ended up on the run, and his army, excuse me, they're just kicking butt, taking names, chewing bubblegum. Judges 8:7-8, and he beat down the tower of Penuel and slew the men of the city. Doesn't say they did, says he did. So Gideon himself beat down a tower and then went and slew the men of the city. You see that a couple of times through the Bible where a person slews an entire city. Every single time. If you do the genealogy, it comes from Nephilim. It's crazy. Now, while they were doing this battle, he was after the Midianite princes. This is another really, really great detail. And then he said unto Zebah and Zalmunna, who are Midianite princes, What manner of men were they whom ye slew at Tabor? And they answered him, As thou art, so were they each one resembled the children of a king. So a Gibor HaShavel, a giant, resembled the children of a king. So it's these little details that are super easy to miss, but paint a really big picture of who these people are and what was really going on at those times. What was ancient life like? How is it that a Gibor HaShavel can resemble the children of a king? Unless that there's a larger hidden meaning there. So there you go, Gideon.